It's hard to remember exactly where it all started. If I had to guess, it would be right around the time where Sonny accused me for kidnapping Michael and then shooting Kate. You know, Kate, right?
No, but I have heard of Connie.
Ah, okay, well, Kate got shot on her wedding day. And Sonny blamed me for the whole thing. He had his goons pick me up. That's putting it nicely. And they dragged me to this abandoned psychiatric hospital where they held me and beat the crap out of me for days. Tried to force me to cop to something that I never even did. So Claudia, in typical Claudia fashion, wanted retribution, took out a hit on Sonny, hired this guy who... Long story short, the guy missed. Bullet ricocheted and it hit Michael.
Oh. Okay, so that's how Michael ended up in the coma. And then after all of this, Sonny went and married Claudia?
Match made in heaven, right? Man. And Sonny finally found out that Claudia was responsible for the shooting. He went ballistic, caught her out in front of a room full of people. Claudia in turn kidnapped Carly. I'm sure you know the events that happened the rest of the night. It's just a whole snowball.
I'm really sorry about your sister.
Thank you. She had her issues, though. My father treated her like crap. So in turn, she would always go after the guy who would treat her that way. And Sonny had no problem using Claudia. You know, he'd call her his wife in order to get what he wanted, and that finally just destroyed her. And really, nobody's ever held him accountable for any of it. That's what I'm here for. That should be your cue to run for the hills.
You can take the last one.
He's right. The hospital needs to stay on lockdown. And I want to help find my son.
I'm gonna go see if I can find out anything new.
There must be some kind of compromise. And we have a hospital full of patients who need more care than we're able to give them under these conditions.
Okay, we'll allow a limited number of medical personnel through one set of doors. I'll need someone from hospital administration to identify and clear them. I'll have a couple of officers take the visitors into the cafeteria and keep them there, and we'll try to keep hallway traffic to staff and emergency care.
That works for me. No one is going to leave this hospital. I promise. I'm going to find Davey.
What are you thinking?
Something's staring us right in the face and we're not seeing it.
When I was in the plaza in LA, I saw this beautiful blonde and I thought that is one hell of a double for Lulu. And then it was you. So really, what were you doing in LA?
I told you I was worried about you.
Oh, that's nice. Don't ever do it again.
Why, you're the only one who can take chances?
That was my job. You could have got hurt.
But I wasn't, and Franco's been stopped.
Yeah, and this time tomorrow, Jason will be going back to Bentonville.
So what about you? Are you going to go after Sonny?
You know, we really got to work out a privacy plan for Michael.
How about this?
Kind of busy here.
Yeah, I could see that.
You know, new rule, maybe you call first before you just decide to show up.
Well, why don't you just answer me this? Why isn't Jason Morgan back in Pentonville doing other people's laundry?
More staff are on their way to take over some of the load, but I just wanted you all to know how impressed I am with how you've handled this crisis.
Well, the situation won't really be handled until Elizabeth's baby's found.
I agree.
Well, I'm sure that Steve is doing the best job that he can.
Does that mean the patients' families can go home?
No one's leaving. Arrivals will be cleared by police and hospital security at the doors.
In the meantime, while you all are doing your own job, please keep your eyes open for anything that seems off. The sooner baby Cassidine's found, the sooner we can return to normal.
Dr. Rodriguez, call pediatrics. Dr. Lucia Rodriguez, call pediatrics.
Poor Steve. His own nephew.
Oh, he's holding up pretty well.
I think Steve's the kind of guy, the more upset he is, the better he hides it. I can't imagine how Elizabeth and Nicholas must feel right now.
No way. A newborn baby, a preemie, it's a parent's worst nightmare.
I called Emma's. Okay.
So did I.
Judy told me that you sang her the Happy Puppy song.
She wasn't
and she
supposed
liked
to
it,
tell
by the
you
way.
that.
Well, you can't keep secrets from me. Of course, I pretended I knew exactly what she was talking about. Oh, yeah, the Happy Puppy song. But why have you not sung that to me?
It's a song that we made up because she was missing you, and I wanted to make her feel better.
You're such a good dad. A wonderful husband. Do you know how blessed we are?
You show me every day.
When I was sitting with my Uncle Mac, I realized how close I was to losing him. It just makes me so grateful for everything I have, and I don't tell you enough how much you mean to me and how much I depend on you. I love you so much.
I love you too.
Sorry, Dr. Drake. You've been paged to 305.
Okay, thank you. Judy calls. I'll see you again.
Okay.
Just between us, aren't the first few hours a child goes missing the most critical?
Usually, yeah.
So it's already been too long.
If I could just figure out what Franco wanted with the baby, I might be able to find Aiden. I mean, he had to have given his accomplice instructions.
Like what to do in case of his death.
Yeah, that would be nice. You know, Franco had a way of hiding in plain sight. You know what? I may have just answered my own question.
Oh, he's still here.
Yeah. You know, according to Jason Morgan's ankle monitor, he's at home. But you're here, which gives him another opportunity to escape.
Yeah, you know, the only place Jason Morgan is going is back to prison when I take him there at 5 p.m. today.
You know, it occurs to me that, maybe that you want Jason Morgan to run.
You know, I'm curious, what possible motive would I have in assisting Jason escape when my badge is on the line?
Okay, well, here it goes. Jason is Sonny's enforcer, and he's useless in prison, right? So if he escapes, he could set up shop on some tropical island and run the business offshore. And then that keeps your daddy untouchable. And by the way, I think your daddy would be really grateful to his firstborn for helping out with that.
Wow. You know, I'm pretty much done with all your digs about how easy I'm going on Sonny.
Godfather shoots a cop point blank in the chest. Now, said cop doesn't press charges. You would have questions, too.
You know what? I think it's time for you to leave. I'll deal with Jason.
You know, what a shame, The lines start to blur, you start making excuses, and you think that just once you could turn your head and look the other way. But that is when you lose your moral compass. Or, maybe when somebody else's son dies because of Corinthos. Maybe you remember that.
So, how about some breakfast?
Are you asking me to make it or to eat it?
No, I'll cook. You just stay there looking gorgeous. Right there.
What if he's right? What if Jason tries to escape?
Passports?